We're live, baby. What up, y'all? Welcome back to Tostones Gaming. It's your boy Will, and we are continuing the Snacks and Strats series today. But first, I want to tell you guys a big thank you. We're at like 40-something subscribers. I don't even know how many we have right now. We're on the road to 50. I need 50, and I need all of them. All right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drop a like, you're gonna drop a sub, only if you like the content, obviously. And then you're gonna run along, tell Abuelita, tell your cousin, tell Pedrito down the block, tell Juanita up the stairs, whatever you gotta do, tell them, spread the word. You know what type of time we're on. Good tactics games, good vibes, good Street Fighter, and more stuff is coming, I promise. So with that out the way, let's talk about Spellblades in Tactics Ogre. They're one of the classes you start out with at first, alongside archers and warriors, like we covered in our last videos. Link in the description somewhere below, or maybe up here or up here. You start out with them. They're a really cool mixed bag of goodies, I'd say. One of the first defining features you'll notice is that if you try to do a ranged attack with them, they have an innate lobber. And the lobber is an item in the base game and in the mod as well, which allows you to fling an item a couple spaces down. And that provides pretty good utility for, healing up your troops or inflicting status effects on others, and I'll show that in the video in a sec. Overall, their equipment options are pretty vast. You can equip them with light gear to build a void. You can also equip them a little bit heavier. You can also make them hybrids as well, hybrid caster and melee attacker, if that's your thing. So they're really flexible, and I'd say their skills are overall centered around support and resource management. So without further ado, let's open up the guidebook and see what it says about Spellblades. So here we have Valkyries and Spellblades. These guys are going to be functioning as your hybrid attackers and or support units. They can equip every element, and they can learn long-range missile-style spells, as well as minor buffs and minor debuffs. But what they're really going to excel at is supporting your units. And they got 3 key skills that I think define them and make them super awesome. And the first 2 are infusion skills. So you have HP and MP infusion, and what each of those allow you to do is convert your gained TP into whichever one of those resources you need. So let's say your dude is about to die and he's got a full stock of 200 TP. You use HP infusion, boom, you're back up 200 HP, just like that. And since it's a skill, you can continue to either attack, you can use your attack slot to heal someone else, right? So you heal yourself, you heal a buddy with the, throwing a mend leaf down the ways, and then you run away back to safety. So that's that. MP infusion is the same thing, but for MP. So let's say you've got this pesky archer that, he's got to go, right? He's about to finish your poor little wizard, and you need to snipe him right now, but you don't have MP for some reason. You use MP infusion, boom, load up the spark sphere level 3 or level 2, or if you're in the beginning of the game, the first spark sphere or any missile spell. And boom, archer's gone, your wizard is nice and happy. He owes his family debt, right, to your Valkyrie or your Spellblade, right? His children are going to be yours, essentially. And then the last skill I want to talk about here is Fated Circle. Now, Fated Circle is a crazy skill. It makes sure that your next hit is guaranteed. And what have we learned about archers and warriors is that when you have something that can get a guaranteed hit, those weapons better be on point. And not only that, but this skill allows you to apply that effect to surrounding units as well. And it's not only for use just on yourself, you can also manipulate its location. Up to 5 people can get Fated Circle attached to them, or activated, or applied. Yeah, that's the right word, applied. They can get Fated Circle applied on them, and then their next hit is going to obviously deal damage. It's not a crit though, it's just a regular old guarantee. So that's the distinction between Tremendous Shot, Mighty Impact, and Fated Circle. So no crit, it's just a guaranteed hit, but you're gonna land that weapon effect. So with that in mind, we've created a couple builds for you to, you know, witness, test out, you know, tickle your fancy, whatever you want. And yeah, so we're gonna get right into those builds right now. So here we have one of our Valkyrie builds. This is the Cudgel build. Right here we have the end game Cudgel, which gives us an augment on an element, and in this case it's Saria, so we got her with fire. Gives her +2 on the fire. The Choker gives her +1. Now she's at +11 augment fire. We have her a little bit bulky here, but you know, it's not really too much. And then we have the Illuminant Guards over here to give her a little bit of extra oomph on the physical and magical side. So in this situation, we've got enough MP to give someone a Soul Spark. So we're gonna pass that on to our Terror Knight here. Now he'll have Mighty Strike, which means the next time he attacks, as we all know from the Warrior class guide, it's gonna be a guaranteed hit for the most part, with a few exceptions, and we're gonna be able to inflict slow, which is our Terror Knight's weapon's property. And then after that, give ourselves a little boost to MP with the MP infusion, and we're gonna end turn. Now Itachi over here is our next Spellblade build. We've got him with daggers, a shield. Basically he's loaded up with avoidance based gear, with the exception of the ring, the defender's band, just so he can have a little bit of defense. We also have him fortified from our knight from an earlier move. And what I'm trying to accomplish with this build really is to go around the battlefield and abuse Fated Circle in order to continuously bound people because of my dagger. And if I can continuously bind people, then it's gonna be a good day. And we're gonna go around to this wizard, just bind them up, end turn, and that's that. For this next Spellblade build, we've got a two-hander spear, which is going to give us some avoidance and parry. We've also got the armored Hakama to stack up a little bit of extra avoidance. And then we've got some more avoidance here with the accessory, and the dynamo plate gives us a little bit of oomph on the physical side, in addition to steadfast. And with this build, you know, he's kind of a mix of the last two builds. He's gonna be primarily just going in the front lines, trying to get counter hits wherever he can. We're gonna get siege on him. And then after that, he'll just start spamming his level 8 finisher, which deals mass slow. So look at that, we block. And we don't get the bound, unfortunately, but that's fine. This guy's gonna get another guaranteed slow, and he might, yep, he'll kill. Boom, just like that. Now we're gonna go Fated Circle again here. Let's see if we can get the bound here. We get the bound, perfect. Gonna swing back around. Let's go this way. And Fated Circle here. Bada beam, and bada beam, bro. So what that's gonna... The team is basically crippled, right? If there were more people here, it'd be a huge hole. I can go... Hold on, let me show you. If it were a different battle, right, and let's say I had a berserker somewhere around here, you know, tagging alongside the knight, which is basically in this case my Terror Knight. But anyways, berserkers have this move that allows them to hit multiple tiles in front of them and beside them as well. So if I had something like that set up, I'd be able to go right here to this tile and then unleash a berserk that could probably leave him on death's doorstep, and then definitely like probably kill this guy. And then they're bound, they can't do anything. Alternatively, I could have a ninja come in, do a summon spell or something, and then dip. Like, the battle's basically done at this point. Next, I want to show you the power of the cudgel. Look at how much damage this is gonna do. 260 to her. She's not even breached, she's not under fear, just straight up 260 damage. That's over half her HP with just one simple cudgel swing. Boom, she's dead. And then I don't know, what do I want here? Let's do a HP infusion just to stay healthy. We'll go over here to Ned. Inflict some slow on him. So you see, it's kind of crazy when you combine Spellblades with other units on your team, especially taking advantage of positioning and the type of weapons that they have. You could easily start spreading status like crazy, which is essentially a twofold benefit. The first is the more status is on the field, the more decentralized their clerics are. They don't know what to do. They're not gonna necessarily heal, you know, dude A because they want to get to clearing off the status on dude B. And so the more you can litter the field, like over here in this example, we've got two dudes that are bounded, or bound. Yeah, bound is past tense already. You got two dudes that can't move. You got this guy over here that's slowed down. Canopus slowed down the archer earlier on, even though she's dead now, but still, we had two people slowed, two people bound. Like, it's insane, and this is just a small battle. Imagine what you could do with more people on the field. So anyways, now we're just gonna combo that and just unleash a Lament of the Dead. And we miss both of them, that's fine, that tends to happen. This guy's gonna do a ridiculous spell on us. Deals a ton of damage. But that's fine. And then the last thing I'm gonna show you with this build is the magic. So electric lightning magic is really good, and the Spellblades can learn two spells specifically, or one specifically. It's Electrify, allows them to TP charge a target, giving them 50 TP instantly. That is super amazing, super clutch. It's really gonna help out your units if you need to get someone to finish a range, if you need to get someone just so they have that little bit of smidge to either quicken themselves or tabula rasa or anything like that. Super helpful, super flexible. Or you can do their other spell that I like, which is not unique to lightning by any means. It's a crushing style spell. It scales off your attack, and it hits all sides and deals crushing damage. So let me show you what I mean by that. I can't do it yet, unfortunately. I'm sad. Alright, so let me show you what I mean with the crushing spells. We go right here, Same examples earlier with the Berserker. You can do something like this. Obviously, he doesn't have the he doesn't have the good attack damage, I'm guessing. So the last thing you can do with the crushing spells is you can position yourself something like this, and then unleash a crushing lightning spell. Obviously, the damage is just not there because it's a dagger, but it does allow you to hit 2 people. It inflicts water averse, so if you've got somebody else on the team with a water spell or a water water weapon, like our homie Gamp over here, who has the water spear, that'll start doing more damage to them. And then I don't know what I want to do here. Let's do some more Fated Circle action. Or let's do MP Infusion. So here this guy's doing a Blood Price. He's a Berserker and he's gonna try to hit us, but we block and counter with the Bound because we had Fated Circle activated earlier. Like I said, man, that Avoid build is kinda crazy, and I actually didn't even combine it with Siege like we did over here with Gamp, because Siege is a tool that allows you to bypass Rampart Aura and strengthen yourself, but you move 1 less. And that's super cheap to do, 20, you know, you get that off a counter hit, easy. So that way you can definitely start bypassing the enemy front lines with some guy like this. So we've got a situation here. Did we give him Field Alchemy 2? Yes, we did. So we've got a situation here where he's nearby and someone needs help. Our knight here, full court. Poor guy, he's about to die. He's, you know, he left his insurance card at home. So we got him covered here. Ranged attack. Ranged attack has an innate throw item ability for the Spellblades. And what that's going to allow you to do is, for better or for worse, for teammate or for enemy, you can hit them with an item. And so since we have Field Alchemy attached here, we're going to go for a Mending Seed. You know, heal up that nice little 100 HP. And our knight is perfectly positioned and in range, so we can hit him for the plus 100. Alternatively, if this were an enemy, we could do something like, let's see, inflict breached on an enemy, right? Or a person, or an ally as well. You inflict breach on an enemy, and you already know what that means. There's gonna be a ton of damage coming their way. So yeah, Spellblades are super duper flexible in that respect. Boom, look at that. We gave him his little berries, healed him for 200 HP. Actually, that was really nice. And then we can go back around here, position ourselves for another Fated Circle, and call it a day. So already you healed a person, you got someone with Fated Circle on, and you're ready to continue the shenanigans. Hey y'all, so that's the end of this video. Hopefully I gave you guys a little bit more clarity about how to use Spellblades, and I didn't even cover all the possibilities too. That was just some of my favorite builds. You could also run things like a air-based build and inflict slow with the air spells, and you can do a couple different crazy things. So don't think that that's the end-all be-all. That knife build was just super funny. I wanted to throw that in there. But he is one of the few people that can, you know, take advantage of that. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Valkyrie. I think they're an excellent support class, and your army's definitely going to benefit from them depending on how you use them. You can snipe people with magic, you can go around, mess around in the front lines a bit, and overall you can just support your unit. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about them. Next time we're gonna be doing the clerics, so stay tuned for that. I'm trying to keep the videos a little shorter. I think I did a good job with this one this time, so we'll try to keep that going. And if you guys like it and enjoy it, please don't hesitate to give me a like or a sub. We are on the road to 50, and we'll see what happens from there, man. I'm trying to generate more content for you guys and trying to see what I can come up with to you know, start growing a little community. So yeah, man, I'll see you guys next time. Later.